Hey guys, Adrian here with Sheroes and Shenanigans. Today's topic, learning how to say no. All right? This was always a problem for me. Not saying no. I actually don't think I've ever really had a problem saying no. But I got accused of being pushy for a really long time because people didn't know how to say no to me. So, all right. Number one, first, we have to stay responsible for our feelings. You're not responsible for anyone else's, and no one else is responsible for yours. So let's stick with that real quick, right? Your emotions and your feelings are your responsibility. Their emotions and their feelings are their responsibility, all right? Let's just go into that one really quick. So, my kids. There are times when my kids have said they hate me. And people used to kind of get really mad, like, I can't believe you let them say that. But I kind of was like, you know what? That's their feeling. I don't hate them. But they're feeling that. And they're entitled to feel it. Now, does that mean that they get to start, like, beating me up or trashing the house or something? No, but they're entitled to feeling what they need to feel, and they can go feel it in their room for a while if that's the case. All right? But they're entitled to it. And you know, I would always just remind them, well, that might be how you feel, but I love you. The thing is that they were saying, I hate you to try to affect me, but it wasn't because I wasn't feeling hate. I still love them. So it wasn't working. And when you actually let somebody sit with their feeling for a little while, when they actually get to sit with it, it's affecting them. They don't like it. My kids hate when they hate me. Because they have to sit festering in that nasty feeling. And they eventually come out and tell me how much they love me and tell me that they're sorry for saying it. So it really is, and this is, you know, it's hard, especially when we have people our age, right? It's harder with peers or people our age because we're kind of like, oh, they're on that same level, right? Because kids, for some reason, they're smaller and it's like, oh, you haven't been around long enough to really understand those emotions, so you're entitled to them. But everybody's entitled to them. So you have to, number one, be okay with people not liking you. Be okay with them because they're going to fester in that feeling and they'll come back around to it. And feelings, they do pass. If you want them to pass faster, you can go watch tip 5, but feelings do pass. So we have to be okay with that. The next thing is that we have to make sure that we also are okay with not trying to manipulate or protect other people's feelings. And here's why. Especially if you think you have a pushy friend. There were times when I would ask if somebody wanted to do something. And they would say, yeah, I'd really like to do that. And then they'd end up coming with an excuse as to why they couldn't. And the thing is I was the type of person that if you wanted to do it, I wanted to make sure you were able to do it because I wanted you with me and you wanted to come. So I was going to do whatever I could to make sure that you were able to come. So every excuse that they found, it would be like, I have a solution for that. You have to babysit. I have somebody who can cover you. You have to work. I've got somebody who can cover that. You have homework. I've got a time and we can fit it in. I'll help you out. Whatever it was. I had a solution because my desire to have that friend with me that day was stronger than their excuse. And my desire for them having what they said they wanted was stronger than their excuse. So I would help them work out the excuse. Well, after 2 or 3 times of them finding an excuse or whatever, they'd actually end up getting mad and being like, no. And I'd be like, whoa, what I do? Why are you yelling at me about that? And it would be like, because Adrian, you're just too dang pushy. And it was like, but you said you wanted to go. And then it would be like, what? I don't get it. But the reality was that they didn't want to come. They didn't want to hurt my feelings. But my feelings were more hurt by the fact that they were lying, essentially, and then getting mad at me for trying. I was more hurt at that than I was if they just would have said, no, not today. Because the thing is that if you need alone time, I get it. I need alone time. If you need space, I get it. If you have a book to read, there's no reason you need to feed me an excuse. There's no reason you need to feed anyone an excuse. And to be honest with you, the more excuses you feed people, the more you end up resenting them if they try to help. If they try to help you get to where you say you want to go. So quit it. Quit being inauthentic. Start just saying from the beginning, no, not tonight. And if they say why, just say, I just need some time, not tonight. And if they keep pushing, just stay calm with it. Keep saying that no, not tonight, not tonight. You don't have to give them a reason at all, but you do need to say no if it's not true for you. You know, and here's why I say that, because this was the thing. Any excuse I was given, I could figure that out. If you wanted it and I wanted it, then I was going to make sure it happened. But the thing is this, I've always known, if you don't want it, I can't change your mind. I cannot. I can give you lots of reasons to excuse, to fix excuses. But if deep down that desire is not there, I cannot make the desire come. So it's very important to make sure that you're being authentic. And I just put a video up about authenticity, but to make sure that you're being authentic from your desire to your action and everything in between. The thoughts, feelings, words. From desire to action, those two need to be in alignment, and everything else needs to align in the middle. Take aim with those. Take aim with your authenticity. Because when you don't, you actually end up betraying yourself and your own desire. Excuse me. And when you betray yourself and your own desire, it's really hard to be responsible for that. And then you start projecting that blame on everybody else, really throwing it out there like it was everybody else's fault, but it wasn't, because you betrayed your desire. So be responsible for that. Practice saying no. It doesn't have to be hard, and you don't have to be angry to do it. You just need to be straight and just say, I don't feel like it. Because nobody can change the way that you feel. You have to do that. You have to be responsible for those feelings. I can give you lots of reasons to change the way you think, or to change the things that you do maybe, but we cannot change how you feel. So if you've got reasons to excuse you from the doing or the thinking or the saying, then I can work on that. But if the desire is I don't feel like it, I cannot change that, and no one can. So you have to get clear between the desire and the action and align everything else within. Otherwise, you're going to feel trapped in some situations, and it's not going to be anybody else's fault but yours. All right? Get clear on that. Start aiming and stay on point. Don't miss that mark. All right. Talk to you later.